All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to beautiful Elks Field in Brooks, Alberta. We are ready to rock and roll. We have some WCBL action going to take place today. We have the Brooks Bombers hosting the visitors, the Weyburn Beavers. So the Beavers coming off of a 2-game set in Okotoks over the last 2 games. Those 2 games were losses for the Beavers, as last night's game they lost 12-2, and then the day before they lost a close one in 6-5. They are sitting in 5th place in the East standings with the records of 7-16, having lost 3 in a row. They are 3-7 in their last 10 games. For the Bombers, they are on a 4-game skid, having lost to Okotoks 9-2, Sylvan Lake 9-6, and 7-2 before losing to the Lethbridge Bulls yesterday by a score of 6-1. The Bombers are sitting currently in last place in the West Division standings with a record of 6-16. However, they are 3 games out of a playoff spot. So, today's matchup is an important one for both teams. So let's take a look at some of the matchups we have today. Well, let's go through the starting lineup for the Weyburn Beavers. The Weyburn Beavers are going to start off with the left fielder Noah Brooks. Brooks hitting .330 on the season. He's got 29 hits, 6 doubles, 3 home runs to go with 19 RBIs. Batting second for the Beavers is going to be the right fielder Ryan Dauphiny. Hitting .298, he's got 28 hits, 5 doubles, a triple, and 2 home runs to go with a team-leading 24 RBIs. Batting third is going to be the first baseman today, Ian Heck. Heck is the top hitter on the Beavers at .362, leads the team in hits. He's got 5 doubles to go along with 4 home runs and 22 RBI. Batting fourth in the cleanup spot for the Beavers is going to be the designated hitter, Braden Mayencourt. Mayencourt hitting .284 on the season, 25 hits. He's got a home run and 15 RBIs. Batting next is going to be the shortstop, Trevor Dale. Trevor Dale leads the Beavers. He's got 6 home runs. Batting sixth for the Weyburn Beavers is the second baseman, Alex Alva. Hitting .241 on the season. He leads the team in doubles. He's got 7. Batting seventh is going to be the center fielder, Chet McDaniel. McDaniel batting .232 on the season and only having been in 17 contests. Batting eighth is going to be the catcher, Bryker Smith. He has only been in 8 games and hitting .111. And batting ninth for the Beavers is going to be the third baseman, Luke Malzewski. Luke's hitting .244 on the season, and your starting pitcher for today is going to be Joe Hart. Joe is 13.1 innings pitched on the season. He's 0-1. He's got an ERA of 5.40, and this will be start number 2 for the Beavers. Now, let's get ahead, take a quick look here at the starting lineup for your Brooks Bombers. So for the Bombers today, let's take a look. We've got starting and lead off in center field is going to be number 24, Ben Fischel. Fischel, since joining the Bombers from Columbia University, is hitting .365, 19 for 52, and he is the spark plug. He's the straw that stirs the drink for the Bombers. Now that starting center fielder Peyton Matthews has been out of the starting lineup due to a broken nose that he took second pitch to the face in Lethbridge last Tuesday. So he's been out for a while. We're excited to get him back, hopefully for Canada Day. Batting second is going to be the designated hitter, Troy Morrow. Morrow's hitting .310. He's designated hitter today for your Bombers. Playing shortstop today is going to be the number 3 hitter, Maddox Shaver. Shaver hitting .320. Batting cleanup is going to be the left fielder, Christian Altamirano. Altamirano had that big home run in the bottom of the 8th to beat the Dogs, and that was a few nights ago here at Elks Field. A great game, and Altamirano will be in left field. Batting 5th and playing third base is Liam Kirsch. Kirsch hitting .233 on the season, but he has a knack for finding himself on base. He's got a great on-base percentage. Next up, we have the right fielder, C.J. Snowden. Snowden's been hot as of late. He's hitting .250, 11 hits and 44 at-bats. Looking for his first home run. Very, very speedy outfielder with lots of power in his bat. Next up is the catcher, A.J. Hurtado. Hurtado's hitting .220, 9 of 41, with 2 of those being home runs. Playing first base today is Lucas Rick. Lucas Rick struggling right now, but we know that as soon as his bat gets hot, big things are going to happen for the big fella. Batting 8th is going to be Derry Steyert-Couture, and he'll be playing second base. And on the mound for your Bombers is going to be Julian Pokorny. Pokorny's got 17 innings pitched. He's only given up 6 earned runs and only 17 hits. And his ERA is 3.18. So we are excited today. We've got Pokorny versus Hart, Bombers versus Beavers. That's all going to happen here shortly in about 7 minutes as we are ready to rock and roll here at beautiful Elks Field on a sunny afternoon.
To inquire about renting the StarTech flight deck, see Lindsay at the bar or Brandy
Just make sure we're not doubling up on their last names.
We're not doing that.
Gotta test the water. Are you testing? I was like,
We do our line, eh? We do our line.
that's right. It's like, you know, if you've seen that prank that you play on people when you put the saran wrap in the doorways and then they walk into it. Like we were that walking into it. I didn't quite go through. All right. We won't do that again. Once again, big day here at Elks Field as the umpires are slowly making their way onto the field. Bombers are still doing some field work, setting everything up.
On the first base side, Tyler Murphy.
The umpires today, Connor Jocelyn is going to be calling balls and strikes. Over at first base is going to be Tyler Murphy, and third base is going to be Peter Wall. You know, we have a beautiful day. The crowd is slowly filling in the stands that are directly behind home plate. We got a number of parents in visiting Brooks, visiting Canada, visiting all ballparks of the WCBL. It's a great thing to see for the communities that are involved with each team in the WCBL. It's great exposure for our provinces of Alberta and Saskatchewan to have all of these parents coming in from all over the place. A number of them are staying not just for 1 or 2 games. Some are here for a week, so it's great. We're excited to have them, and they're excited to be here. So once again, big crowd here on a Sunday. School is out. There's lots of people here. Sun is out. There's a little bit of a breeze blowing across from left to right. The grass is freshly cut. The lines are on the field, and we are getting ready to go.
Number 24, playing center field, Ben Fischel.
The Bombers are running out onto the field to their positions. Cam Williams, head coach for the Beavers, ready to rock and roll. And here comes the Bombers head coach, Dylan DeBrouwer.
Number 3, Christian Altamirano.
We're ready to rock and roll here at Elks Stadium.
Playing right field, number 4, C.J. Snowden.
There are a number of games going on today around the league. 5 games. Swift Current is in Sylvan Lake to take on the Gulls. The Medicine Hat Mavericks are hosting the Saskatoon Berries. The Lethbridge Bulls are playing host to the visitors, the Okotoks Dogs. It says 5 games, but it's only showing up 4.
Playing second base, Darius Steyer Couture. And on the mound today, your starting pitcher, number 12.
Take a look at yesterday's games across the WCBL. The Moose Jaw Miller Express beat the Energy City Cactus Rats by a score of 4-1. The Saskatoon Berries handled the Medicine Hat Mavericks by a score of 13-1. The Okotoks Dogs beat the Weyburn Beavers 12-2. And the Sylvan Lake Gulls shut out the Swift Current 57s. 8-0. And your Lethbridge Bulls took care of the Brooks Bombers by a score of 6-1.
We now ask you to please rise and remove your hats.
Oh, Canada, a home and native land, true patriot love, in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, Caitlin Hartley.
All right, folks, we are ready to rock and roll here. That's really loud. There we go. Sorry about that. So once again, let's take a look at the defensive lineup here for the Brooks Bombers. Playing first base is going to be Lucas Rick. Second base is Derry Stuyt-Couture. Over at shortstop is Maddox Shaver. And playing third base today is going to be Liam Kirsch. Out in left field is going to be Christian Altamirano. Center field is Ben Fischel. And over in right is C.J. Snowden. Catching today is going to be A.J. Hurtado. And on the mound is Julian Picorni. We're excited for today's matchup. We're excited for the Bombers to get back into the win column. And this is going to be game one of game two against the Weyburn Beavers, as we are going to host them tomorrow night at 7:05. Ladies' night, sponsored by Grizzly Paw Brewing. It's going to be a great evening at the ballpark. Ladies are going to get in for $10. There's going to be lots of prizes, lots of giveaways. Grizzly Paw will be sampling a number of their beverages. And Grizzly Paw is going to give us a number of prizes. So here we are, top of the first inning. And Noah Brooks, the left fielder, is going to step to the plate. First pitch of the ball game is going to be fouled up high and over the Beavers dugout and out of play. With the 0-1 pitch, that's going to be called strike two. So Picorni jumps out on Brooks, and he's got him 0-2. That pitch is going to be called strike three, and Noah Brooks is going to go down looking. So one strikeout for Julian Picorni, and we're 6 strikeouts away from a McDouble, baby. So with one away here, Ryan Dauphiny is going to step to the plate. Dauphiny is a junior at Central Baptist College. He takes first pitch for ball one. Again, Dauphiny hitting .298, hovering around the 300 mark. That pitch is a swing and a miss. 1-1 the count to Ryan Dauphiny. The count 1-1. He's swing and a miss. That's going to be strike two. A number of players on the Beavers are coming from Central Baptist College in Arkansas. And the 1-2 pitch is going to be up high for Picorni. 2-2 is the count to the number 2 hitter, Ryan Dauphiny. So 2-2 pitch, one away. That pitch is going to be hit back up the middle for a single. So Dauphiny is going to get himself on base with a one-out single back up the middle.
Number 12, Ian Heck.
So one away. Dauphiny over at first base. He's only got one stolen base, so not a threat, at least statistically speaking. Ian Heck, he's going to take the first pitch for strike one. Oh and 1. The count. That's going to be chopped to Maddox. Throws it over to Steyert, Couture, and we've got ourselves a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play, and that's going to end the top of the first inning for the Beavers. So they are going to no runs on one hit. There were no Bomber errors and nobody left on base. So here we go. We're going to head to the bottom half of the first inning right here in Brooks.
Zero runs on one hit, 0 errors, and 0 men left on. Be sure to grab your 50-50 tickets. Haven't seen the 50-50 seller yet? No worries, you can now buy them right from your seat and on your phone at bombers5050.com. Ticket sales are open until the end of the 6th. And the winning number will be drawn after the 7th day.
Hey, he's gonna ask you about changes and stuff. I'm gonna have to show him how to do it though, because he doesn't know how to do it yet. For what? Yeah. All right, we are back here ready to go. Bottom of the first inning, the Bombers get out of that top half with a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. Shaver, Steyert, Couture over to Rick. And we're ready to rock and roll here as the leadoff hitter, Ben Fischel, is going to step to the plate for the Bombers.
Leading off the game for your hometown Brooks Bombers,
Fischel hitting .365.
Fischel.
He's got 19 hits, 5 doubles. He's got a ding-dong and 7 RBIs. So Fischel gets ready, and the first pitch from Joe Hart is ball 1. Joe Hart is working together today with Breaker Smith behind the plate, Heck over at first, Elva at second. Trevor Dale at shortstop, and Malzewski at third. In left field is Noah Brooks. Center field is Chet McDaniel, and in the right field is Ryan Dauphiny. So the count is 2-0 to Fischel. He is going to hit that ball down the right field line, fair for a leadoff single. So the Bombers get their leadoff man on with a punching Judy down the right field line.
Troy Morrow.
So with Fischel at first base, Troy Morrow is going to step to the plate as the designated hitter today for the Bombers. Morrow's hitting .310. He's got 13 hits and 42 at-bats, and he's going to foul the first pitch off. Joe Hart throws the first pitch. He's up 0-1 to the designated hitter Morrow. Fischel's got his lead at first. He's going to pick. Tyler Murphy calls safe. Fischel once again extending his lead. And he goes. That ball is going to be chopped foul into the Beavers dugout. Hart is up 0-2 tomorrow. The freshman from Modesto Junior College sat out this season with an injury and looks to get himself ready this summer in the hopes of being ready for the fall. Hart with that 0-2 pitch just misses on the outside corner.
You can, Troy. Take your time, kid. Let's go.
Fischel's at the lead, nobody out. Morrow at the plate, choked up in the left-handed batter's box. Hart tosses over to Heck. Fischel's back in safely. I have a feeling he might be going again. There he goes. That ball is going to be called strike 3. However, there's nobody covering second base, and Morrow, or should I say Fischel, has himself the 6th stolen base of the season. So Morrow goes down on strikes. That'll bring up Maddox Shaver, the shortstop, hitting .320. Runner in scoring position for the Bombers, looking to capitalize. And that ball is going to be fouled.
Make sure you return those foul balls to the beer stand and get your Bombers bucks.
Shaver, the right-hander, looking for a school, finished 2 years at McCook Community College. Joe Hart, Jamestown University. Fischel jumps, and Shaver fouls that one back again.
Let's go, Maddox. Take your time, kid. Let's go. Like you can.
0-2. This is where the Bombers have struggled, finding ways to extend at-bats, extend innings, and cash in on runners with scoring position. And that ball's going to be thrown into left field, and Ben Fischel will record the first run for the Bombers. So a stolen base and an error on the catcher, and the Bombers have the first run of the ball game. See if Shaver can find himself on base as well. That pitch is going to be way outside. 2-2 is the count. Shaver 3 for 4 yesterday, and he's going to strike out. So with 2 away, that's going to bring up the left fielder, Christian Altamirano. Shaver, 4-game hitting streak. He had a hit versus Okotoks. 2 hits in Sylvan Lake in the first game, 1 hit in the next game, and he had 3 yesterday against the Bulls. So that's going to bring up the left fielder, Christian Altamirano, hitting .292 on the season. And with 2 away, look to get the Bombers back. That ball's scooped up by the shortstop over to the first baseman, and that's going to end the first inning for the Bombers. So they're going to get 1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 Beaver error and nobody left on base. So after 1 complete inning, we have the Bombers 1 and the Weyburn Beavers no score.
Error and 0 men left on. After 1 complete, Brooks Bombers 1, Weyburn Beavers nothing.
All right, we're back. We're ready to rock and roll here. Top of the second inning. That's going to bring up the designated hitter, number 7, Braden Mayencourt.
Number 7, Braden Mayencourt.
Surrey, BC native at Central Baptist College. Junior, 5'10", 195 pounds. Left-handed hitter. Picorni throws the first pitch for ball 1. One and 0 to Mayencourt. That ball is going to be hit into left center. That's going to be off the wall. Fischel's going to gather it. He's going to throw it into Steyr Couture and slides in safe. So we have a leadoff double for Mayencourt. That ball struck well into the left center gap, halfway up the wall. Fischel collects it quickly in, and Steyr Couture makes the tag at second. Just a little bit late. Now batting is going to be the shortstop, Trevor Dale. Dale's going to take the first pitch low. .337 on the season is Dale, a junior at the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs. Picorni throws, and that's going to be called strike 1. 1-1 the count to Trevor Dale. Looks to have the most pop in the bat with 6 home runs for the Beavers. That pitch is going to be hit to the third baseman, Kirsch. He's going to throw it over to Rick, who throws it then back to Kirsch, applies the tag, and Mayencourt is safe at third. So that's a 5-3 putout. Kirsch to Rick. And we're one away. Corners look to come in against the second baseman, Alex Alva. Picorni. That ball is going to get hit high, deep, and it will not come back. And Alex Alva has himself a 2-run home run. And that will put the Beavers up 2-1. Alva has his first home run of the season.
Number 2, Chet McDaniel.
So, one away. That's going to bring up the center fielder, Chet McDaniel. That's going to be called ball 1. 1-0 to the center fielder. That's going to miss inside. 2-0. Chet McDaniel, 232 on the season. He is a senior out of Lewisburg, Missouri at Central Baptist College. So Picorni, after giving up a double and a home run, has now fallen behind 3-0. That's going to be in there for strike 1. 3-1 the count to McDaniel. 1 away. 2-1 Beavers. That ball is going to be called strike 2. So with one swing of the bat, the Beavers have jumped out to a 2-1 lead here in the second inning. Picorni all the way back, and he will strike out Chet McDaniel looking.
Number 19.
So 2 away here, top of 2.
Here's your piston broke beer batter. If he gets out in any way, $1 off beer till the end of the inning.
Breaker Smith, he takes the first offering from Picorni for strike 1. Breaker Smith is today's Cooley Coach Lines and Piston Broke beer batter. Let's give the fans what they want. Strike 2. Nice, beautiful day here. I'm sure everybody's thirsty. Give the fans what they want. Picorni, and that's going to be fouled out of play. So 0-2 is the count, 2 away, top of 2. Picorni working together today with A.J. Hurtado. The 0-2 pitch is going to be called strike 3. And Picorni has his third strikeout of the game. So after the Beavers hit in the top of the second, 2 runs and 2 hits, there were no Bomber errors and nobody left on base. As we head to the bottom half of the second inning, right here on the Flow Sports Network, right here, Brooks, Alberta.
Hungry? Head to the concession and check out the many options we have to serve you. Thirsty? Head to the West Test watering hole. Grab a beer, hard iced tea, or cooler.
Back here, ready to rock and roll, bottom of 2 at Elks Field. Joe Hart, senior, the University of Jamestown in North Dakota, out of Omaha, Nebraska. Jamestown University head coach Tom Hager had the opportunity to play against Tom throughout my college years at Mayville State University. Loved playing the Jimmies, loved beating the Jimmies. So we are getting ready and leading off in the bottom of the second inning is going to be the third baseman, Liam Kirsch. Kirsch is hitting .233 on the season. Catcher, third baseman, Toronto, Ontario.
Number 15, Liam Kirsch.
Last game for Kirsch was June 27th in Sylvan Lake, where he went 0 for 4. He's going to swing and foul the first pitch off by Joe Hart back into the glove of Bryker Smith for strike 1. Need Liam to get back on base. Put a little pressure on the defense. Trying to get that lead back. 1-1 the count to third baseman Kirsch. We got right fielder C.J. Snowden is on deck. Kirsch takes that pitch for called strike 2. He's going to shorten up on the bat a little bit.
Come on, Leon, take your time, kid. Let's go. Like you can.
Smith setting up outside. And that pitch is going to be lasered foul and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the third baseman, Liam Kirsch. He steps out of the batter's box, calls time. Fans still entering the facility here at Elks Field. 1-2 count. That ball is going to be hit right back up the middle. Smith will run it over, underhand toss to Ian Heck for out number 1. So a 1-3 put out for the first out here in the bottom of the second inning.
Up to bat, your right fielder, number 4, C.J. Snowden.
Snowden hitting .250
Take your time, CJ. Let's go,
with
kid.
big time pop, as I said in the pregame. That ball is hit right back up the middle through the legs of Joe Hart. So the first pitch is banged right back up the middle. And Snowden has himself a 1-out single. Snowden 0 for 3 yesterday, 1 for 3 the day before, and it was June 24th in the 8-7 win over Okotoks where Snowden was 4 for 4. So again, CJ, another threat to steal. Snowden leads the Bombers. He's got 9 stolen bases. So there's a good chance he will be on the move. A.J. Hurtado is at the plate. 9 for 41 is Hurtado. Recently signed on at Coppin State University. Strike one. Snowden went about a third of the way, jacked the brakes, caught in no man's land, however, gets back to first. That pitch is going to be called strike two, so Hurtado down 0-2. One away. And the Beavers are probably hoping for a strike 'em out, throw 'em out here. There's the runner. And he's going to be slide safely off the glove of the second baseman. Alex Elva cannot catch that ball. And Snowden with the stolen base and the error, he'll get to third, 90 feet away from tying the ball game. So, big at bat for Hurtado. Needs to put the bat on the ball to score Snowden. And that pitch is going to be way outside. Evens up the count at 2-2.
Take your time, AJ. Like you can, kid. Take your time.
He's got 5 RBI, 2 home runs on the season. Let's see if he can get that 6th RBI right here. And he's going to get struck out swinging. So, Hurtado, missed opportunity. And that's going to bring Lucas Rick to the plate.
Number 40, Big Country, Lucas Rick.
So, that ball is going to be hit into center field, and Rick is going to have a 2-out RBI. And that's going to tie the ball game, folks. Lucas Rick takes the first pitch, pops it out to center field where it's going to drop in front of Chet McDaniel. He's at first base with a 2-out RBI single. Tie ball game. Derry Steyert Couture steps to the plate. He fouls the first pitch back. Derry's looking for his first hit of the season. 0 for 11. Oh for 12, I apologize. Let's get that first hit, Derry. Come on, big fella. Now he's going to take that one low. 1-1 the count to the second baseman, Cerro Coso, Community College down in California. Had a great season. Now we need him to continue that great college season into the summer. Rick with his lead at first, 2 away, 1-1 count. He was going to ask for time, got excuse me. Got his hand back on the bat and then ended up fouling that pitch off. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to the second baseman. Steyert Couture fouls that pitch off. Continues to battle. Connor Joslin, the home plate umpire, picks that ball up right from behind him. 2-2 ball game, 2 away. Joe Hart, and that ball is up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away to the second baseman, Derry Steyert Couture. Local product from Calgary, Alberta. Attended Badlands Academy before venturing down south to California. The 2-2 pitch, that's going to be out.
That was a ball, boy.
Wasn't there the first inning?
It's going to be strike 3. Derry Steyer Couture goes down on strikes. That's going to end the second inning. So the Bombers pick up 1 run on 2 hits. There was 1 Beaver error and 1 runner left on base. So after 2 complete here in Brooks at Elks Field on the FloCollege Network.
After 2 complete, 2-2 is the score. Loving the WCBL action? Don't let the final out be the end. Continue following all the baseball action on FloCollege with live games, highlights, and .com to learn more and sign up today. That's FloCollege.com. We'd like to welcome some players' parents here today. All the way from Fresno, California, Mr. and Mrs. Dorn, Tyler Dorn's parents. What do you say? Give them a welcome. Also, Zion Palea, his mom and girlfriend are here.
All righty.
Number 3.
We are back. Top of the 3rd inning. Julian Picorni will throw to the 3rd baseman, Luke Melzewski. First pitch, strike.
Up the bat, number 3, Luke Melzewski.
0-1 the count to the 3rd baseman. Top 3 in a 2-2 ball game. Both teams with 3 hits apiece. The only difference is the Beavers have a couple of errors. 0-2 the count to Melzewski. Picorni delivers.
Oh, that was close. That was a good pitch, Blue.
And that's going to be called ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. Picorni comes set. He delivers, and that's going to be called strike 3.
Goodbye.
That's going to be the 4th strikeout for Picorni, 3 away from the Mick strikeout. Thank you to our sponsor, McDonald's Brooks. Everybody in attendance today will get themselves a McDouble should the Bombers strike out 7 Beavers today.
That's foul.
That first pitch is crushed foul down the left field line by Noah Brooks. 0 for 1 on today. He has struck out. That pitch is just outside. Ball 1.
Just wait. We're on, okay? You watch the game.
1-1 pitch is up high for ball 2. 2-1 the count with 1 away here in the top of the 3rd inning in a 2-2 ball game. That ball is going to squirt away from Hurtado. Run the count 3-1. Noah Brooks, 6 stolen bases for the Beavers. That pitch is called strike 2. Joslin working that outside corner, calls it a strike. So the count is full. The right-handed hitter is going to take that for ball 4. So Brooks is going to get walked. He will make his way down to first base. And that's going to bring up the right fielder,
Number 15, Ryan Dauphiny.
Ryan Dauphiny. Dauphiny singled in the first. That's a strike, swing and a miss from Dauphiny. Brooks has the lead over at first. Dauphiny at the plate. And Picorni will toss it over. Outfield playing straight away. There's the pitch. That ball's going to get hit to the right center fielder Fischel. He will turn, throw. The runner will go from first to third on that play. And Dauphiny is 2 for 2. So the first baseman, Ian Heck, will step to the plate. Grounded into a 6-4-3 double play in his first at-bat. And that's first pitch strike from Picorni. Runners on the corners. Picorni delivers, and that's swing and a miss. Ian Heck down 0-2. Dauphiny. That ball is fouled directly back. Count remains 0-2. We got one away here. Could we be looking at another 6-4-3 double play? Wind blowing again, left to right. Dauphiny at first. Brooks over at third. And that ball's in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. There goes the runner. And he is going to be thrown out. That's Hurtado to Steyert Couture. 2 away. So that's going to be a 2-4 putout in the book. Now, with just the lone runner at third base, Picorni misses outside. That ball is going to be fouled off behind play. So the count remains 3-2 here to the first baseman, Ian Heck. Big opportunity here for the Bombers to get out of this after having runners on first and third. Hurtado guns out Dauphiny. That ball is a swing and a miss. Bombers get out. Picorni picks up strikeout number 5, and we are headed to the bottom half of the third inning right here in Brooks. Beautiful Elks Field on the FloCollege Network.
For the Beavers, 0 runs on 1 hit, 0 errors, and 1 man left on base.
We are looking for some kiddos 8 and under to do a race on the field. If you want to do a race on the field and you are 8 and under, come see me at the bar.
We got a few more visiting parents here. We got Mr. and Mrs. I apologize, Grow Hudson's parents and his brother here. We have Chad and Jamie Stanchfield, all the way from Santa Clarita, California, and the sister Madison. I apologize. I was told Chad and Jamie. My apologies. Who is it then? Heather, who is it? Heather.
All right, we're back here at Elks Field, ready to rock and roll in the bottom of the third inning. We have a 2-2 ball game. Joe Hart is going to make his second round against the Bombers as we're back to the top of the order. Ben Fischel steps to the plate. He's going to take the first pitch for strike one. It looked like he agreed with that much. He's going to question the umpire about it. Fischel singled to right field. His first at bat. The 0-1 pitch is going to get hit. That's going to be caught at the wall for an F9.
Up the bat, number 26, Troy
So
Morrow.
the one away, that's going to bring up the designated hitter Troy Morrow to the plate. Struck out looking in his first at bat. So with a one away, bottom three, Morrow steps to the plate and looks to get the Bombers on base. He takes that first pitch and fouls it back for strike one. The left-handed hitter takes that ball. He was 0 for 2 yesterday with 2 walks in the 6-1 loss to Lethbridge. Was 2 for 5 against Sylvan Lake in the 7-2 loss, and 2 for 4 in the 9-6 loss. So he's got 4 hits in his last 3 games. Before that, he had 3 hits in a 10-5 win against the Bulls and 2 for 4 in an 8-7 win over the Dogs. So Morrow swinging a hot bat as of late. But that is going to miss upstairs.
Take your time, Troy. Take your time.
We got 11 hits since jumping into action on June 13th. And he lines that ball foul at the first base umpire. Tyler Murphy's getting out of the way. Count remains 2-2. He chops that ball to the second baseman. Alva throws it over in time, and that's going to be a 4-3 putout for out number 2.
Let's go, Chris. Let's go, Maddox.
2 away.
Number 20, Maddox Shaver.
Let's go, Maddox. Let's have 2 outs and still get everybody in.
2 away. Shortstop Maddox Shaver steps to the plate. And he's hit that ball right back up the middle. And Dale over to Heck, and that's going to end the inning. So for the Bombers in the bottom half of the third, no runs, no hits. There were no Beaver errors. And we're going to head to the top of the fourth inning here at Elks Field on the FloCollege Network.
Brooks Bombers in that one half. 0 runs on 0 hits. 0 errors and 0 men left on. Be sure to grab your 50-50 tickets. Haven't seen the 50-50 seller yet? No worries. You can now buy them right from your seat and on your phone at bombers5050.com.
All right, I've got a bunch of racers down here down the third base line. They are racing for a Bluetooth speaker donated by the Brick in Brooks. Boys, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. That was such a false start. Judges at the finish line, you're going to have to, we had some false starts down there. Good job, gentlemen. And everybody.
So we've got a kids race, bunch of kids under the age of 8 years old. Big race on the field, and we've got a winner.
Number 7, Braden.
Won himself, the fastest racer, won himself a Bluetooth speaker courtesy of the Brick in Brooks. That ball squirts foul. Now we've got coach coming out to take a look at where that ball bounced. I don't think he was very happy about it. It's going to be a foul ball. Designated hitter, Braden Mayencourt. He's going to pop that one up to left field. Altamirano coming in, basket catch for out number 1. F7 in the books, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Trevor Dale. Dale 0 for 1. Grounded into a 5-3 putout in his first at-bat. First pitch coming in from Picorni is going to be called strike 1. Picorni misses way outside in the second pitch. 1-1 the count. Dale said before 6 home runs on the season. That's got to be top spot, tied maybe for tops in the league with 6. That ball misses outside, 2-1. And that will miss as well, same spot. 3-1 the count to the shortstop, Dale. That ball's hit to the shortstop, eaten up. Gets past Maddox Shaver at short. And Dale is going to be on via an E6.
Number 4, Alex Alva.
So Alva stepping to the plate. He's accounted for both runs with 1 swing, with a 2-run homer. Top of the second. Picorni delivers and Alva swings through that. 0-1, the count to the second baseman, Alva. Dale takes his lead at first. He squares. It's going to be called ball one. One away, 2-2 ball game here, top of 4. Picorni. That ball is going to be hit. It lands in front of Snowden. He delivers that ball. It's going to get all the way to third, slide, first and third again for the Beavers with one away. Beavers collect their 5th hit of the ball game. Alva 2 for 2. And the Beavers are threatening in the 4th. Alva. He's got 8 stolen bases on the season, so could be looking at some runners in motion here. And that ball's fouled away. 1-1 the count to the center fielder, Chet McDaniel. Alva's got his lead at first. Dale over at third. Pitch. Alva's on the run. And he is going to get tagged out. So the Beavers are going to steal a run on the 2-4-3 putout. Chet McDaniel, he's going to hit that ball to right field. It's fading away, but caught by C.J. Snowden, and the Beavers are going to take the lead. So after the top of the 4th, the Beavers scored 1 run on 2 hits. There was 1 Bomber error and nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the 4th at Elks Field in Brooks, Alberta on the FloCollege Network.
Around the WCBL, scores are brought to you by BrokerLink Insurance. With BrokerLink, you get customized solutions that fit your needs and lifestyle at the right price. They deliver insurance solutions tailored to meet the diverse needs of the individuals and businesses and offer a wide range of personal insurance products and over 200 business insurance options. If you're looking to protect yourself or your business, we have the right solutions for you located at 128 2nd Street West here in Brooks. The bottom of the 4th inning, Okotoks leads Lethbridge 3-1. The bottom of the 3rd, Silver Lake leads Swift Current 2-0. Top of the 3rd, Saskatchewan Beavers 8, Medicine Mavericks 3.
All right, we're back here. Give you an update of what's going on around the league. In the bottom of the 3rd inning, Sylvan Lake is up on the Swift Current 57s by a score of 2-0. The Okotoks Dogs in the bottom of the 4th hold a 3-1 lead over the Lethbridge Bulls. And in the top of the 3rd, the Saskatoon Berries are leading the Medicine Mavericks by a score of 8-3. Right here in Brooks, the Weyburn Beavers hold a 3-2 lead over your Brooks Bombers as we head to the bottom half of the 4th inning at Elks Field.
Number 3, Christian Altamirano.
Go, Christian.
So Christian Altamirano is going to step to the plate and lead things off here for the Brooks Bombers in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Altamirano grounded out to shortstop in his first plate appearance. He looks to square for ball one. Junior at Adams State University. Here's the pitch from Joe Hart. It's going to be fouled back. Altamirano 1 for 4 in yesterday's contest. Was 0 for 3 on Friday and 3 for 4 on Thursday. So he has collected a number of hits in his last 6 games. That ball is going to hit him, though. He's going to make his way down to first base. So a hit by pitch for Altamirano, and he will be a leadoff base runner for the Bombers with Liam Kirsch stepping to the plate.
Number 15, Liam Kirsch.
So Altamirano taking his time as he gets down to first. And Liam Kirsch will now step to the plate. On base percentage of 400, even though his batting average is only 233. He did have 4 hits collected in a back-to-back games versus the Okotoks Dogs on June 19th and June 24th. As Kirsch gets into the batter's box, the right-handed hitter, Altamirano taking his lead. That ball's laced at the third baseman. Dives, keeps it in front of them. So off the glove, and Altamirano has to freeze. And that's a 5-4 putout for Altamirano. And Kirsch with a fielder's choice. So C.J. Snowden will now step to the plate. And he follows that first pitch back. Snowden singled in his first at-bat. Right back up the middle. Hart throws over to Heck. And Kirsch is back safely. Snowden swings through that after sliding his top hand up at the barrel. Calls for time. Count is 0-2, one away with Kirsch at first base. That ball's outside. Joe Hart comes set. Kirsch with the lead. And that ball is hit high. Heck moving over, and it's going to just barely get out of play. Snowden stays alive, fouls that ball off. 1-2 is the count. To the right fielder. The StarTech flight deck's packed up there. Snowden is going to single into the 4-3 hole. Kirsch is going to stay at second base. Great two-strike approach by C.J. Snowden as he collects his second single of the day. Made reference to it earlier today about having a better two-strike approach and finding ways to work the count back in your favor and or find yourself getting on to first base. So kudos and props to Snowden as he moves Kirsch over to second base with a one-out single, and that brings up the catcher A.J. Hurtado, and he's going to foul the first pitch back. 0-1 to Hurtado with Lucas Rick on deck. Hurtado struck out in his first at-bat. So Snowden at first, Kirsch at second. Hurtado grounds it to third base. 5, 4, 3, and that's a inning-ending double play for the Bombers. They will get out of that, and the Beavers, great defense, will get themselves out of that potential bad inning with runners on first and second and one away. So a 5-4-3 inning-ending double play for the Beavers, and we will head to the top of the fifth inning right here on the Flow Sports Network.
Zero runs on one hit, 0 errors, and 1 man left on base.
Julian Picorni back out on the mound for the Bombers in the top of the fifth, and the Beavers holding a 3-2 lead over your Brooks Bombers. So we gave you some of the scores that were going on around the league. Don't forget, if you want to get your Bombers 50-50s, you can do so at bombers5050.com. The jackpot is at $720 already. We're halfway through the game. Let's get that thing up to $1,000. Make one lucky fan head home with some extra change, some extra spending money. The first pitch outside. That ball is going to be hit high. Everybody going back. Shaver calls for it. He reaches, and that's going to be an F6. So Breaker Smith is out on an F6.
That is $1 off.
And that's going to make some people a little happier as the Cooley coach line and Piston and Broke Beer batter has gotten out for the second straight time. $1 off beer. Till the end of the inning. That ball's going to squirt down in the dirt there, and it's going to be ball one to the third baseman, Luke Milzewski. Picorni delivers. That ball is just a little low. 2-0 to the 9-hitter. Struck out earlier in the game. And that's going to be ball three. 3-0 the count to Malzewski, the 9-hitter. You got the leadoff hitter, Noah Brooks, on deck, and Picorni throws strike one. Brooks struck out and walked in his two plate appearances. The 3-1 pitch to Malzewski is going to be foul. And that will load the count. Spicorny works his way back to a full count. That is just out of the reach of the shortstop. Maddox Shaver, and Malzewski will have himself a single. So a one-out single
Number 23, Noah Brooks.
by Malzewski. Line drive single just out of the reach of the shortstop Shaver, and he's at first base. Noah Brooks is going to take the first pitch inside for strike one. Malzewski takes his lead. Picorni's going to throw it over. Right-handed hitter. Noah Brooks, 0 for 1 today. Struck out looking and walked. One away, 3-2 ball game here with the Beavers holding a slight edge. And that pitch is going to hit Brooks. That's going to move Malzewski over to second base. So now with the Beavers with a runner in scoring position and one away, that's going to bring up the right fielder Ryan Dauphiny. And he is 2 for 2 today. So the Beavers are looking to extend their lead here in the top of the 5th inning. And that pitch is outside. Runners on first and second with one away here in the top of the 5th. Picorni struggling. He delivers, and that ball is going to be hit foul on an out of play down the right field foul line.
Make sure you turn those foul balls to the beer stand and get yourself a bomber buck. Enter your name for a draw at the end of the season.
1-1 the count, one away here in the top of the 5th with the right fielder Ryan Dauphiny at the plate. First baseman Ian Heck on deck. That ball is going to be hit to the shortstop. 6, 4, 3, out, and that ball is going to go into the dugout. So that's going to be an error on Derry Steyert Couture on a 6-4-3 miscue for the Bombers. So, would have been nice. And that's going to score a run. That's the 4th run for the Weyburn Beavers as that ball goes off the glove of first baseman Lucas Rick and into the Beavers dugout, and Dauphiny will end up at second base. Ian Heck hits that ball to Shaver. He throws it over across. 6-4 put out and 6-3 put out, and that's going to end the top of the 5th with the Beavers plating another run and extending their lead to 4-2. So with that, we will head to the bottom half of the 5th inning here on the Flow Sports Network. Beavers 4, Bombers 2, bottom 5 coming up. So here we are, bottom 5. Joe Hart still in the game. He's only surrendered 4 hits, given up 2 runs, 1 of them earned. No walks on the day. 1 hit batsman, though, and he's got 4 strikeouts. So that'll bring up to the plate Lucas Rick. Rick is 1 for 1. He's got an RBI single. And he's going to take that pitch outside.
To bat number 40, Lucas Rick.
Rick picking up his 3rd hit of the season with the single. And that pitch is going to miss outside as well. 2-0. Rick ahead in the count 2-0. This would be a great opportunity for him to barrel something up and get into it. That pitch is going to miss outside. So Joe Hart really working that outside pitch. Just not good enough to get it in for a strike, and the count is 3-0. Do you give Lucas Rick the green light here? You don't, and he takes that for strike 1. And again, I'm not a big fan of the 3-0 swing as you're 1 pitch away from 90 feet and a free base, but at the same time, if you're locked and loaded and you're on time, Rick is going to hit that ball into the 6 hole, and he is going to get thrown out 6-3 put out. For the first out of the inning.
Number 8, Derry Steyer Couture.
So with 1 away, that's going to bring up the second baseman, Derry Steyer Couture. 0 for 1 today. And that ball is going to miss up high. So even at 3-1 count, that ball's got to be tattooed. Chop to the shortstop, and Dale throws out Rick. That ball's going to miss outside, 2-0. So getting into the 5th inning here. And out of the 7 pitches that Joe Hart has thrown, only 2 of them have been for strikes. So he seems to be losing a little bit of control, which hopefully the Bombers can take advantage of here and chip away at this 2-run lead that the Beavers hold. So 3-0 with 1 away, and Steyer Couture is 1 pitch away from 90 feet to the base. And again, there's that 3-0 fastball taken for a strike. 3-1 is the count with 1 away here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Sunny, beautiful day with a little breeze. Steyer Couture is going to swing through that one.
Take your time. Like you can, kid.
And the count is full. So here comes the full count pitch. Joe Hart, and it's fouled off. Steyer Couture stays alive, fouls that pitch back, and count remains 3-2. One away here in the bottom of the 5th. And Steyer Couture is going to take that pitch inside for strike 3, and he's going to go down for the 2nd time looking. So with 2 away, that's going to bring up the leadoff hitter and center fielder, Ben Fischel.
Number 24, Ben Fischel.
Fischel 1 for 2. Narrowly missed a solo home run in his last at-bat. Looks to square and takes that pitch for strike 1. 0-1 the count. to the center fielder, Fischel. Smith setting up inside. Fischel goes to square again, and that ball is outside. 1-1 the count. We are 3 weeks away from the WCBL All-Star Game, held in beautiful Siemens Stadium in Okotoks. John Candia, Tyler Milton always put on a great show at the All-Star event at Siemens Stadium in Okotoks. It'll be coming up, I believe, July 19th. Make sure you head to the Dogs website to get yourself some tickets. It's always a great event and beautiful showcase of the talent we have in our league. Fischel line drive, pushes the center fielder back, and makes the catch. So for the Bombers in the bottom half of the 5th inning, no runs, no hits, there were no errors, and nobody left on. So after 5 complete, the Beavers hold a 4-2 lead over the Bombers as we're heading to the top of the 6th inning right here at Elks Field on the FloCollege Network.
Ticket sales over until the end of the 6th inning, and the winning number will be drawn after the 7th inning. Bombers 50-50 is proudly sponsored by FloCollege Lines, the official charter of the Brooks Bombers. There's more baseball to be seen on FloCollege, whether it's a walk-off home run or game-saving strikeout. Today's baseball games and thousands more are streaming live on FloCollege. Don't miss a moment. Head to FloCollege.com to start streaming now. That's FLO College.com.
So here we are, top of 6. The designated hitter for the Weyburn Beavers, Braden Mayencourt, is going to step to the plate. 1 for 2, he's doubled and flew out to the left fielder. Ben Fischel now takes his spot out in center field. And Julian Picorni throws strike 1 here in the top of the 6th inning. Picorni has now faced 21 batters through 5 innings. He's given up 6 hits, 4 runs, 2 of them earned. He's walked 1, struck out 5. So fans were 2 strikeouts away from all fans in attendance getting themselves a McDouble from McDonald's Brooks. So Picorni gets ready to throw. And that ball is inside. Hurtado sets up.
Yeah, baby.
That comebacker from Picorni tossed over to Lucas Rick for out number 1. So Mayencourt goes down, 1-3 put out. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Trevor Dale. One away, top of 6, Beavers 4, Bombers 2. Beavers have 6 hits to the Bombers 4. And Picorni delivers strike 1 to Dale on the outside part of the plate. Really finding himself, working the in and the out here, is Picorni. Second pitch, Dale swings through that, and Picorni's up 0-2. Talk to the pitchers about their 0-2 pitch. 1-2 pitch, not getting the middle of the plate and giving the opposing hitters a good pitch to hit when they are down in the count. So that pitch misses, and it's 1-2. That pitch, ooh, Dale reaches out and fouls that one off. Count remains 1-2. Kirsch deep at third. Middle is at the edge of the grass. Picorni delivers. That ball is hammered down the left field line. Altamirano is going to get it. Dale is going to stand up at second base with a one-out double here in the top of the 6th inning. So the Beavers pick up their 7th hit of the ball game, Dale's first, and that brings up the second baseman, Alex Alves, 2 for 2. He's got a home run and a single. Big at-bat here for the Beavers as they look to extend their 2-run lead in the top of the 6th. They got one away with a runner in scoring position. And the first pitch to Alves is swing and a miss. Picorni jumping out on the last 2 hitters. See if Picorni can induce some soft contact. That ball is thrown to second base, the shortstop on a pick play. So 0-1 the count to Alva. Picorni takes his time, comes set. That ball is going to squirt past Hurtado, and Dale's going to move 90 feet closer. So now we've got a situation where the Bombers' infield is going to come in with one away, and it's going to be a pass ball charge to A.J. Hurtado. Under the glove and between the legs, and that extends Dale 90 feet closer. That ball's inside, called strike. Alva not liking that, has a few words for the home plate umpire. 1-2 the count. And Picorni delivers. Alva fouls that ball right directly over the Star Tech flight deck. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for supporting the Bombers this season. Numerous sponsors are displayed along the outfield wall, behind home plate, around the grandstand, during our in-game activations. We thank you. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to have summer collegiate baseball here in our community. And Picorni induces Alva to swing and miss on the curveball, and that's going to be out number 2. Not to mention strikeout number 6. We are one strikeout away from a McDouble. Head to your local McDonald's for affordable fast food. That first pitch is going to miss high to the center fielder, Chet McDaniel. 0 for 2. Struck out looking and flew out to right field in his 2 first plate appearances. And he's going to foul that pitch straight back. So 1-1 the count to McDaniel. Picorni delivers that pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 2. So 1-2 the count to McDaniel. Top 6, runner in scoring position, 4-2 ball game. Beavers looking for a little bit more. He chops that one back. And Julian takes it himself, and they strand the runner at third. Great job by Julian Picorni to leave that runner at third as we head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Score remains 4-2 for the Beavers here at Elks Field on the FloCollege Network.
0 errors and 1 man left on base. Just a reminder to all those in attendance who like to keep our ballpark clean and tidy. We kindly ask all fans to grab their empty cans and garbage and dispose of them in the proper receptacles spread around the ballpark as you leave today. We thank you for your cooperation. This is your last chance to get your Cooley Coach Lions 50-50 tickets. Haven't seen the 50-50 seller yet? No worries. You can buy them right from your phone at bombers5050.com.
Around the league,
After the 7th inning.
Sylvan Lake has extended their lead 5-0 over the Swift Current 57s in the bottom of the 5th at Gull Stadium. The Berries hold a 9-4 edge over the Mavericks, and the Dogs have now extended their lead to 8-1 over the Bulls at Spitz Stadium in Lethbridge.
Number 26, Troy Morrow.
So, bottom of 6 here, Elks Field. Troy Morrow, the designated hitter, is stepping to the plate. And he'll hit the first pitch to the shortstop, Dale. He'll throw it over to Ian Heck for a 6-3 putout. Morrow swinging first pitch, grounds out to the shortstop, Dale. And the Beavers have one away here.
Maddox Shaver.
Let's go, Maddox, like you can, kid. Let's go. Take your time.
Joe Hart still in the game here in the bottom of the 6th. Only giving up 4 hits. And Shaver is going to hit that one to the third baseman. And Malzewski over to Heck, and that's 2 away. So 2 pitches and 2 outs from Joe Hart as Shaver grounds out to the third baseman. So with 2 away, bottom 6. We'll bring up the left fielder, Christian Altamirano. Altamirano, 0 for 1, grounded out to the shortstop before getting hit by a pitch. He's going to take the first pitch for strike 1. 0 and 1, 2 away. Bottom 6 in a 4-2 ball game. That ball is hit as the center fielder goes back, and he's going to catch that at the warning track, and Altamirano will be retired. That's an F8 putout, and we're going to head to the top of the 7th at Elks Field on the FloCollege Network right away.
It is Weyburn 4, Brooks 2.
Entering the game now on the mound
Now pitching for your Brooks Bombers, number 21.
is going to be
Hughes.
Derek Hughes.
Today's pitching changes are brought to you by Fergie's Limited, your local trusted light duty and agricultural mechanical specialist right here in Brooks.
So Derek Hughes is going to enter the game for the Bombers here. In the 7th inning, he'll take over for Julian Picorni, who threw 6 complete, gave up 4 runs on 7 hits.
Number 6, Wyatt Ormonde.
Oh, JR been.
We have a number of changes going on. But let's talk a little bit about Derek Hughes. Hughes, a freshman at the College of the Canyons. He's got 11.57 ERA through 6 games and 7 innings. So Hughes is going to come into the game on the mound. Bedford is going to come into the game at shortstop, moving Maddox Shaver over to second base. And Wyatt Ormonde is going to move over to first base for Lucas Rick. So Ormonde comes in, Bedford comes in, and Hughes is going to give up a first pitch. And that's going to get by a diving Snowden to the wall. Fisher will pick it up, throw it into second base, and we've got ourselves a leadoff double. I apologize for that. I leave my mouse, should I say my cursor, where I shouldn't. So Bryker Smith with a leadoff double. Look for some small ball here from Malzewski to try to get Smith. First pitch is low from Hughes. So Hughes, 1 ball. He throws that pitch to Hurtado, called a strike. So Malzewski given the green light to swing away. Fans, we appreciate your support. We 50-50 up over $1,100. Hughes delivers. That ball is down and past C.J. Snowden in right field. Going to get off the wall, and we've got back-to-back doubles. So an RBI double for Malzewski. He follows up Bryker Smith's double, and the Beavers hold a 5-2 lead now.
Number 23, Noah Brooks.
Malzewski at second. That'll bring up Noah Brooks. First pitch for a strike from Hughes. Brooks 0 for 1. He's got walked, hit by pitch, and struck out. The delivery from Hughes, that's fouled back, and it's 0-2. So the Bombers need to hang Malzewski out to dry at second. Can't afford to give up yet another run. Beavers 9 hits on the day. And that's going to be fouled away from Brooks. Oh and 2, nobody out here, top of 7. Beavers have already plated 1 with another in scoring position. Hughes delivers. That ball's snagged by Kirsch. He's going to throw it over.
Come on!
It's going to be wide.
Check, please. Ask for help.
He is called safe from Tyler Murphy.
Tagged on the way by.
However, Murphy does not have the angle to see the slap tag from Ormonde. Dylan DeBrewer, manager for the Bombers, comes out to ask. The crew will get together. They're going to talk about it. And the call is reversed. And Noah Brooks is going to be put out on the 5-3. So umpires get together, they just get the call right. And that's at the end of the day, that's what players want, that's what coaches want, that's what fans want. Regardless if it helps your team or goes against your team, it is what it is, and we want the umpires to make sure that all calls that are made in the correct manner. So, great job by the crew today. Hughes misses low to the right fielder Ryan Dauphiny. 2 for 3 today. Malzewski still at second base with one out here in the top of the 7th inning. That's going to be hit down to Kirsch. He's going to again make that throw to Ormonde. So it's going to be a 5-3 putout for Dauphiny. Ormonde throws it across to Bedford. However, Malzewski is safe at third. So again, Beavers pressing with a runner at third, 90 feet away from scoring. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Ian Heck. 0 for 3 today. Malzewski at third. Here's the pitch from Hughes. That's going to miss away. One and 0, 2 away. Big swing and a miss from Heck there. Hughes dialing it up, low 90s. One and one the count to the first baseman. That's going to be called ball 2.
That was a good pitch.
2 and 1. Ian Heck having one heck of a year so far. That's going to miss out. 3 and 1 from Hughes to Heck. Two away here in the top of the 7th. 5-2 ball game. Hughes delivers. That's going to be called strike 2. So the count is full. 2 away, 3-2 count to Ian Heck. Bombers looking to close this inning. Let's see what he's got. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be ball 4. So Hughes walks Heck, and the runners will be at first and third. So it's like they did before. Maybe look for the Beavers to steal a run. By putting a runner in motion. Mayencourt now is going to step to the plate. He's 1 for 3. He's got a double in his first at-bat. 2 away. That's going to miss low.
Come on, Derek. Take your time, kid. Let's go. Like you can.
1-0 the count. Big pause. He misses up and away. 2-0 to the designated hitter. You got the shortstop, Trevor Dale, on deck. And that's going to miss low as well. So
Like you can, kid. Take your time.
count is 3-0, 2 away. Hughes got to come back in the count here. And he does. That's fouled back. 3-1. Hughes comes set, and that's going to skip low. Bases are going to be loaded here.
Number 8.
And Trevor Dale's going to come up, but we're going to pause for a little bit as pitching coach Max Lober is going to make his way out.
Number 6, Trevor Dale.
Good crowd here at Elks Field. Thank you to the fans for supporting the Bombers and supporting the Western Canadian Baseball League here on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Bases are going to be loaded. There's 2 away, and Trevor Dale is at the plate.
Go, Derek.
Dale
Time, kid.
takes ball 1 outside. Hughes having a little hard time here, finding the strike zone. Defense is ready. The 1-0 pitch is going to be swung and missed. 1-1 as
You can, Derek. Take your time. Like you can.
get some energy from the fans here as they clap along on that swing and miss. 1-1 is the count to the shortstop, Trevor Dale. And that's going to be pulled outside. 2-1. Nowhere to put the batter. Hughes comes set. And another swing and a miss from Dale, so 2-2 is the count.
Come on, Derek.
Lots of 2s on the board, and Derek Hughes comes set. Here's the 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Big strikeout from Derek Hughes. And you know what that means, everybody. McDoubles. 7th strikeout.
7 strikeouts. McDoubles. For everyone, present your ticket or your bill of pass.
And we're going to head to the bottom of the 7th inning here at Elks Field with the Beavers holding a 5-2 lead over your Brooks Bombers right here on the FloCollege Network.
The Weyburn Beavers that half inning. 1 run on 2 hits. 0 errors and 3 men left on base. Something Stretch is brought to you by Allied Distributors. We've been locally owned and operated, a company committed to providing excellent, knowledgeable customer service.
It's 7th inning stretch here at Elks Field. Me out with the crowd, Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. So it's root, root, root for the Bombers. Can you do that on? Can you cheer for your home team? Let's cheer for baseball. Let's cheer for a good game and a good experience here in the WCBL. So, bottom 7 is going to bring up the third baseman, Liam Kirsch. 0 for 2 today. He takes a peek down at third base. Joe Hart still in the game. He delivers the first pitch of the 7th inning here for the Beavers, is strike 1. Oh and 1 to Kirsch. Make that 0 and 2. Liam Kirsch down 0 and 2 to Joe Hart for the Beavers. Bottom 7, 5 to 2. Beavers hold the lead.
Let's go, Liam. Take your time, kid. Let's go.
They have been swinging it today with 9 hits. And Kirsch misses that one. So 1 and 2 is the count to the third baseman from Indiana State University. Kirsch reaches out, flares that ball into right field for a leadoff single.
For your Brooks Bombers, number 4, C.J. Snowden.
So Kirsch gets his first hit of the ball game. 1 for 3, and he's at first base. That'll bring up C.J. Snowden, 2 for 2. That ball is also going to be a single to right field, and Snowden collects his third hit of the game. So now we're looking at bases, or runners on first and second, nobody out, and A.J. Hurtado stepping to the plate, and manager Cam Williams is going to go to the mound and talk about things with Joe Hart and the infield. We'll take a little break.
Come up to bat for your Brooks Bombers, number 9, A.J. Hurt.
All right, we're back here. A.J. Hurtado stepping to the plate. Bottom 7, back-to-back singles by Kirsch and Snowden. Hurtado squares early. Here's the pitch. That ball's going to be bunted down the third base line and foul. Had that stayed fair, that would have been a fantastic bunt. Runners return to their base. Hart steps back on the mound. Hurtado picks up the bat. Count is 0-1.
Come on, AJ.
He will square again. First baseman creeps in. Still creeping. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be bunted. Beautiful bunt. Hart picks it up. No play. And the bases are loaded. Beautiful bunt by A.J. Hurtado. And you had to know that that's exactly where he was going to get it after the first one.
Number 6, Wyatt Ormonde.
So Ormonde entered the game last inning defensively for Lucas Rick. He'll step to the plate now with the bases loaded and nobody out. He's going to hit that ball to the third baseman for an out there. First baseman will throw it down. He will be safe at first. So Ormonde grounds out to the third baseman, throws it to Smith at home. No runners will score, and Ormonde is called safe at first. So J.R. Bedford will step to the plate with the bases loaded and one away. He came into the game for Derry Steyer Couture. Joe Hart delivers, and that ball is hit high and deep, and that's gone! A grand slam for J.R. Bedford. The Bombers take the lead 6-5. One swing of the bat. You got it. Pinch hitter J.R. Bedford takes that pitch high and over the center field fence. And the Bombers have now taken a 6-5 lead on the account of pinch hitter J.R. Bedford.
Keep it going up to the bat, number 24, Ben Fischel.
So now we have Ben Fischel coming back to the plate. And that ball's going to hit him. He's going to make his way down to first base. So not the guy that you want on first base. Cam Williams is going to come to the mound, take the ball from Joe Hart, who threw a heck of a ball game. He may not be happy about the last swing from J.R. Bedford, but Joe Hart's stat line is very good. So we have a pitching change. Now entering the game for the Weyburn Beavers is going to be number 17, Brigham Cocotayo. Cocotayo is only thrown in 2 games. He's actually had more opportunities as an outfielder than as a pitcher. However, Cocotayo from Langley, BC, is a freshman at Cochise College in Arizona. So he will come on the mound in a pressure situation here in the bottom of the 7th with Ben Fischel at first base, 1 away, and Troy Morrow at the plate. Never out of a game. The Bombers have been on the losing end of a number of games, a number of close games, but they always seem to find a way to make it a game.
Gotta welcome number 26, Troy Morrow.
So with Brigham Cocotayo on the mound for the Beavers in the bottom of the 7th with 1 away, he'll face the designated hitter Troy Morrow. 0 for 3 today's game. Ben Fischel at first base. And Morrow is going to hit that first ball, and it's going to land in a diving play, but it skips right in front of Noah Brooks. He dives, extends his arm, but cannot make the play, and that's a single for Morrow.
Number 20, Maddox Shaver.
So Cocotayo throws the first pitch and gives up a single to Morrow. Runners first and second, 1 away, and that brings up the second baseman, Maddox Shaver. That ball is going to be skipped. For ball one. So great job, Breaker Smith, keeping that ball in front. Shaver, 0 for 3 on the day. Need a little Maddox love right here. Barrel one up. And plate Fischel to extend the Bombers' lead. That's going to be low, ball 2.
Take your time, Alex, like you can, kid. Let's go.
Shaver having a great season offensively for the Bombers.
Let's go, Maddox. Take your time, kid. Like you can.
Hitting .320 and is up 2-0. But he's going to foul that pitch off. 2-1 the count with one away here. Bottom 7. Bombers score 4 on back-to-back-to-back singles by Kirsch, Snowden, and Hurtado before. J.R. Bedford sends a grand slam over the center field fence and gives the Bombers a 6-5 lead. And just like that, the Bombers have 9 hits. And that's going to be inside. Close. Home plate umpire Connor Joslin has called both sides of the plate today. He's done a good job of being consistent on that inside pitch. So must have missed in, and the count runs 3-1.
Take your time.
Shaver followed by Altamirano. Let's see what he's got. And that's going to miss inside. Bases are going to be loaded once again as Shaver draws a walk. So Altamirano is going to step to the plate here. He is 0 for 2. Grounded out to the shortstop, was hit by a pitch, and flew out to the center fielder last at bat. Altamirano with some heroics a few days ago by hitting a home run against the Okotoks Dogs to win the ball game 8-7. So Brigham Kokotayo is going to now see what the Bombers can do with the bases loaded once again, and Christian Altamirano at the plate. And he fouls that first pitch off.
Take your time. Like you can, kid. Let's go.
0-1 the count, one away here. Bases are loaded. 6-5, Bombers lead over the Beavers. Altamirano at the plate. Shaver at first, Morrow second, Fischel at third. We've got lots of speed. That ball is line drive into the gap in right center. It's going to get all the way to the wall. Fischel, Morrow, Shaver, they will all score. And Christian Altamirano clears the bases with an RBI double. Bombers put up 7 spot here, and they are not done. Score is 9-5. And Cam Williams will make his way back out. He'll take the ball from Brigham Kokotayo. And now entering the game for the Beavers is going to be number 13. Connor Knipp is going to enter the game. So Altamirano, line drive, rolls all the way. I got to tell you, folks, whoever cuts the grass here in Brooks does a phenomenal job as that ball skipped all the way to the fence, allowing Fischel, Morrow, and Shaver to score all the way from first base and extend the Bombers' lead to 9-5. So things looked bleak for the Bombers with only 4 hits in the game. They have now put up 7 runs in the 7th inning with 6 hits. Kirsch got it all started with a single, followed by Snowden, Hurtado, all singles. Bedford, the home run. Morrow, a single, before Altamirano now had a double. So, let's see if the Bombers can continue this. Now as they've wrapped the order and Liam Kirsch is back at the plate.
Come out, your third baseman, number 15, Liam Kirsch.
So Kirsch, 1 for 3 on the day. He's going to hit that ball to the shortstop, throw it over to Heck, and that's the second out of the ball game. Or should I say this inning? So Kirsch is retired, 6-3 putout.
For CJ Snowden.
Snowden remains perfect. He's got 3 singles. And he's going to foul that ball at the on-deck batter, A.J. Hurtado. Connor Knipp works ahead on Snowden, 0-1. That pitch is going to miss high. 1-1 the count. 2 away now in the 9-5 ball game here at Elks Field, with the Bombers having a 4-run lead after putting up a 7 spot here. And Snowden is going to be hit by pitch. So the inning is not over. The inning is extended, and A.J. Hurtado will now step to the plate as Snowden hustles down to first base. So now with runners on first and second, A.J. Hurtado will step to the plate, and he is 1 for 3.
Let's go, AJ. Take your time, kid.
Now hitting .227 on the season after the bunt single. He'll swing and miss at the first pitch by Knipp.
Take your time, AJ. Take your time, bud. Take your time.
0-1, 2 away. Altamirano at second, Snowden at first. Bryker Smith setting up outside. Comes back inside, and that's going to be called a ball. 1-1.
Go, Ricardo. Take your time, kid. Let's go.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that ball is going to be hit into right field and caught as an F9. But the damage is done. Bombers plate 7 on 6 hits. No Beavers errors and 2 runners left on base. We're going to head to the top of the 8th inning here at Elks Field on the FloCollege Network.
If you're all ready, get your 50-50 tickets ready. We are giving away $585 this fine Sunday afternoon. Ticket number C5049. C5049.
Oh, Sora.
$585. Come on up to the media booth.
Sora.
Did you win? Nah, shit. I would complain, but I never buy. I think it would look bad if I won.
Now pitching for your Brooks Bombers, number 38, Sora Nishijima.
All right, we're back here in the top of the 8th inning. Bombers lead 9-5. We have a Fergie's Limited pitching change. Now stepping onto the mound is going to be Sora Nishijima. He's got an ERA of 3.85. 2 appearances, 2.1 innings pitched, has not given up a hit. He's given up a run, 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. So Nishijima will face the second baseman, Alex Alva, center fielder, Chet McDaniel, and the catcher, Bryker Smith, here in the 8th inning. So the Bombers 6 outs away from getting win number 7. And it all starts here in the 8th with the new pitcher, Sora Nishijima. First pitch to Alex Alva is called strike 1. That thing started way in the right-hand batter's box before sliding back into the strike zone and called for strike 1. Nishijima will then get a ground ball to Shaver, throws it over to Armandi for out number 1. So Alva's retired for the first out here on a 4-3 putout. Shaver to Armandi. So McDaniel steps to the plate. He is 0 for 3, struck out, flew out to right field, and a comebacker to the pitcher on a 1-3 putout. Nishijima throws that ball behind McDaniel. I actually thought that was going to hit him on the backside of his right leg as it curved back. 1-0. That ball is going to be chopped to Shaver as well. Throws it over to Armandi for the second out. So there's 2 away here in the top of the 8th inning. 2 ground balls. Shaver to Armandi. Here's the Cooley coach line and Piston Broke beer batter, Bryker Smith. 1 for 3 on the day. Had the double in his last at bat. Nishijima misses outside, ball 1. With 2 away, 1-0 the count to Smith. Checks him and he does. Nishijima's stuff moves so much that Smith could not hold that. And the count is evened up at 1-1. And that again is thrown behind the batter, hits the umpire on the foot. So Nishijima just, while he's got enough movement, he needs a little bit of control with that pitch as his release point needs to get fine-tuned. So 2-1, and that ball is going to be fouled off and even up the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away here in the top of the 8th inning in a 9-5 ball game with Bryker Smith at the plate. Nishijima comes set, delivers the 2-2 pitch, and that hits him in the helmet. So Smith is hit by pitch. Runner at first now, and Malzewski will step to the plate.
Malzewski.
Again, Nishijima working on control of those pitches that are going behind the batter. That one gets Smith on the helmet. And that ball's going to come across.
Take your time.
Ball one.
You don't need any more runs in from these teams.
Two away, Nishijima, and he'll miss. That's 2 balls.
Sora, take your time. Like you can, bud.
So a little bit of control issues here with 2 away in the 8th. Nishijima started off really good, getting 2 ground balls, soft ground balls, to Maddox Shaver at second, and since then he has hit by pitch and now is 2-0 to Malzewski before the crowd cheers on that strike call. So 2-1 the count to the third baseman, Luke Malzewski. Nishijima evens it up at 2-2. Gotta love his energy. He's got a lot of energy as he works to the back of the mound. Little rosin. Checks the runner at first. And the 2-2 pitch is going to be fouled. So Malzewski 2 for 3 today. He's got a single and a double. Fights that pitch off to stay alive. Leadoff hitter Noah Brooks is on deck. And that's going to be strike 3. Malzewski goes down looking to end the 8th inning, and we're going to head to the bottom half of the 8th inning here at Elks Field in a 9-5 ball game.
0 errors and 1 man left on base. Shut up, Johnny Wall. I love it when you win.
5049.
5049.
That's the right one.
C 5049.
Yeah, 5049.
Head groundskeeper Donnie Elmer has just won.
Winner of today's 50-50 for $585.
Donnie Elmer
Local.
is our 50-50 winner, $585. He's going to use that on fertilizer grass seed.
Elmo. John Elmer.
So we are ready to rock and roll here. Bottom of the 8th inning as Bryker Smith gets ready to head back to his position as the catcher. Connor Knipp still back on the mound for the Beavers. He's going to face Ormonde, Bedford, and Fischel. So we could take a quick look at some of the scores around the league.
Go Wyatt.
Come to the plate, number 6.
The Dogs have a 12-6 lead over the Bulls. They're in the top of the 8th. Sylvan Lake is in the bottom of the 7th with a 5-0 lead over the 57s. And in the bottom of the 7th inning, the Berries 12, the Mavericks 7. Wyatt Ormonde steps to the plate. He swings and misses at the first offering by Connor Nip. And Nip up 0-2.
Take your time.
Throws the slider in there. Shakes off Breaker Smith twice before settling in on this pitch. And that's going to be strike 3, so Ormonde is going to go down on strikes.
Let's go, JR.
So now stepping to the plate is the hero of the game right now, JR Bedford. Comes in off the bench and hits a go-ahead grand slam to put the Bombers up 9-5. Nip delivers, nothing but strikes, and that's strike 1. That pitch is at Bedford, ducks down, and he steps out, asks for time. 1-1 the count to the shortstop Bedford, and that's going to miss outside. 2-1, one away here. Bottom 8-9-5 ball game. The Bombers leading the Beavers. Big swing and a miss there. By Bedford, and it's 2-2. Bedford's going to hit that ball to shortstop Dale. That's quick from glove to throw, and Bedford's retired. 6-3 put out for 2 outs. So with 2 away in the bottom of the 8th, that's going to bring up to the plate the center fielder, Ben Fischel.
Over bat number 24, Ben Fischel.
Take your time, Ben. Let's go.
Fischel 1 for 3 today. And that pitch is going to be called strike 1. Nip working ahead. 2 away. And that ball is going to be fouled back. 0-2 the count to the center fielder Fischel.
Make sure you return those foul balls to the beer stand.
Fischel 364 on the season.
Proudly brought to you by T&A Auto Glass and Detailing, right here in Brooks, Alberta.
Come on, Ben.
That ball is hit to the first base. Single by Ben Fischel. Gives the Bombers 11 hits on the day.
Coming back for your Brooks Bombers, number 26, Troy Morrow.
And that's going to bring up Troy Morrow, hitting .304. He's 1 for 4 today.
Let's go, Troy.
Fischel at first. Nip comes set. And Morrow's going to foul that one straight back. High leg kick from Nip is not a good recipe.
Let's go, Troy. Take your time, kid. Let's go.
0-1 the count to Morrow. That pitch is going to be outside. 1-1. Again, high leg kick. I'm looking to see if Fischels can get moving. Get 90 feet closer. That ball is going to miss outside. 3-1 tomorrow. Be looking for a fastball. Middle here. Jump on it as Nip throws over to Heck.
Take your time, Troy. Like you can.
Fischel slides back in.
Go do 6.
Morrow fouls that off. Official jumped early, then had to jump back. Players yelling step off. However, Nip delivered the ball. Runner in motion. That ball's hit. And it's bobbled. Morrow is going to be safe at first base. So good hustle. That's an error by the second baseman. Ground ball right to Alex Alva. He cannot field it. And that gets Morrow to first base on the error. So Maddox Shaver now will step to the plate as Cam Williams comes out and talks some strategy to the boys.
Okay, go back to boys, bases, boys. Why would do you think they're changing the pitcher for?
So with 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th in a 9-5 ball game, Morrow at first, Fischel at second. Maddox Shaver steps to the plate. He is hitting .302. He is 0-for-3 today. He squares. Both runners steal. No throw. So runners advance. Fischel now at third, Morrow at second, Shaver at the plate. And that ball's going to be hit into the 6 hole. Not going to be in time. Single for Maddox Shaver. That's going to plate Fischel. Great play by Trevor Dale to get to that ball. However, deep in the 5-6 hole, was unable to get the speedy Shaver at first base. An RBI single from Shaver.
Number 3, Christian Altamirano.
So Altamirano, another hero today with a bases clearing. Doubled in the right center gap, and he's going to hit that ball back up the middle. Dale picks it up, and he's going to throw him out at second or at first base. So the Bombers put up another run here in the bottom half of the 8th to push the lead 10-5 over the Beavers. We head to the 9th inning right here on the FloCollege Sports Network.
1 run on 2 hits, 1 Weyburn error, and 2 men left on base. After 8 complete, your Brooks Bombers 10, Weyburn Beavers 5. Hey, Mr. Waddler, these books only go to 9 innings. What? They only go to 9 innings. To you. Don't worry. We already have 7 run. We put up a 7th spot, baby. That's okay. Don't worry. I'm coming. I'm on my way to you. Or I guess, yeah, we don't have to play the bottom of the 9th. I'm coming. We better not have to play the bottom of the 9th. We're gonna groove. Don't worry, dude. Just hang in there. I told you already that I'm on my way. But just in case you forgot, I'm gonna let you know. CJ, come on, man. Hope you're ready. All right, here we go. Stop worrying. I'm coming.
Snow 3-3.
Air might hit a curveball.
All right. Oops.
Number 23, Noah Brooks.
So here we are back in the top of the 9th inning. Nishijima, he will jump back on the mound here, and he'll face Noah Brooks. So ball 1 to Brooks. He's going to hit that ball. It's going to be picked up and thrown across. And he is out. What a great play by Liam Kirsch. Throws across to Wyatt Ormonde for out number 1. Phenomenal play by Liam Kirsch. One away.
Number 15, Ryan Dauphiny.
Ryan Dauphiny will step to the plate. He's 2 for 4, hitting .306 on the season.
Let's go, Sora. Take your time, kid. Let's go.
Nishijima throws first pitch, strike 1. And now Cam Williams is going to be tossed.
Your coach. First base.
Music. You got to play music.
Get out of here! Get out of here!
Down comes Tyler Murphy to escort
Take that behavior here, bud.
And Cam Williams will now leave the facility. He was unhappy with the strike call from Connor Joslin. And as I had mentioned earlier, he had been very consistent at calling those inside pitches. Now we can't see those inside pitches from up here. However, 1 strike to Ryan Dauphiny. Nishijima misses inside for ball 1. One and one the count to Dauphiny. One away here, top 9. Nishijima throws, and that ball's going to be hit down the right field line and foul. Count goes 1-2.
But hit the pens that's sticking out.
Dauphiny, as I mentioned, 2 for 4. Nishijima throws. That ball is going to get. Oh.
There's interference at the plate.
And the players collide at first base as that ball's thrown a little bit up the line. It's going to go in the books as a single for Dauphiny.
So hit for him there.
Number 12, Ian Heck.
Great play from Shaver to get to that ball. However, the throw to Ormonde takes him to his right, and there was the collision with Dauphiny. So runner at first, 1 away, and Ian Heck will step to the plate. That ball's going to miss inside.
Take your time, Sora. Take your time.
Heck is 0 for 3, hitting .351. 1 away here. Nishijima will throw it over to Ormonde. Not quite sure what the throw over was for, however. He comes set, and again throws the ball behind Heck. And the count's going to go 2-0. So while he has some really electric stuff, He can also
Take your
miss.
time, Sora. Take your time.
2-0. That ball misses down the right field foul line. Count runs 2-1 with one away here. Ryan Dauphiny at second base after the wild pitch.
You don't need these guys to come back to finance or
And it does it again. So Nishijima has thrown at least 4 balls behind batters here as he works on trying to find that release point. Three balls, 1 strike to the first baseman, Heck. And he fouls that ball back, and that runs the count full. So if Nishijima would stick to the pitches that he's throwing for strikes and then selectively work on that slide pitch that he's having trouble locating.
Come on, Sora. Right here, right here, right here.
That ball is lined to the third baseman, Kirsch. Drops to a knee, goes to his backhand, snags it for out number 2. Great play. We are 1 out away from the Bombers' victory. So Braden Mayencourt will step to the plate. He is 1 for 3, hitting .286 on the season. Dauphiny at second base, and that ball's going to miss low for 1. So, swing and a miss from Mayencourt, and that count goes 1-1. Sora throws. That's going to be called strike 2. One pitch away from a Bombers W here at Elks Field. Let's send these fans home happy.
Let's go, Sora. Take your time, kid. Let's go.
So Nishijima comes set. Here is the 1-2 pitch. And that's going to miss outside. 2-2. 2 away. 10-5 ball game. Fans putting their hands together as Nishijima comes set on the 2-2 pitch. And there it is, strike 3 to end the ball game. So and it looks like the assistant coach that came from third base came across, gave Connor Joslin his 2 bits, and he's going to get tossed as well.
That's the ball game, folks.
So, ball game 10-5 for the Bombers. 14 hits. 10 hits for the Beavers. Both teams had 3 errors. These 2 teams will come back again and get after it tomorrow night at 7:05. Ladies' Night, sponsored by Grizzly Paw. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great Sunday afternoon, everybody, from everyone here at Elks Field.
The Bombers would like to thank all those in attendance for supporting the Brooks Bombers. We couldn't do it without you, the best fans in the WCBL. Thank you, Bomber Nation. For all fans in attendance, you are now welcome to make your way on the field and interact with the players.